So let's move on. Let's talk about Jay-Z, girl. Okay. So I think it's so funny. Like, okay, I did not watch this video. When I talked about it on Instagram, I didn't have any of the full information. I just kind of felt like just because he was able to dismantle this one person, it doesn't mean that another person won't come out and that won't be as easy to dismantle. So, and this is not because I want Jay-Z to be a villain in any story. I love Jay-Z. I really love his music. And you can hear the growth that happened in his music, which is why if somebody tells me he did something in 99 or 2000, girl, I'm not going to stand up and be like, no, he didn't do it. I listen to his music. A lot of y'all that be talking about, you ain't never really listened to Jay-Z's music. He never said he was friends with Diddy. Now you trying to act like he wasn't friends with Diddy? I was just sitting up there like, what do you mean? There's literally a song where he says, why would I drink Belvedere when Puff got Ciroc? In the song. Back when they was on the What's Better Than 1 Billionaire 2, especially if they from the same hue as you and all of that shit. Them niggas was definitely giving, bourgeoisie black power. Like, stop playing with us. Y'all niggas have been friends. And as I have said, Jay-Z knew about R. Kelly, still went on tour with him. Jay-Z knew about Diddy and was still doing business and shaking hands and wearing colorful suits at brunches and shit and being homeboys until I feel like, and I said it already, until Diddy's drug habit got out of hand. That's what I think. I think that he has always been doing this shit and everybody knew about it and nobody gave a fuck, because why do you care about women who a lot of y'all feel like signed themselves up to be mistreated? Even the artists, anybody who can get got, y'all feel like they deserve to get got. If you can get got, you deserved it. That's the mentality. So for me, I already know that the energy around men harming women in Hollywood and the music industry is if she get got, then she get got. She should have protected herself. She should have been mindful. She shouldn't have been in the studio, because those that's around us, they know what they're here for. That's the mentality. That's the mentality. And you can't tell me no different. Especially when Jay-Z and all of them were always rapping about how disposable women were. Y'all think that shit just for games? Y'all think that's something that just sound cool to say? No, that's how people think. What they say is usually a reflection of what they think. Do I think that his mind has changed over time? Yes. Right around AB, this spiritual shit really work. Yeah, around 444, things shift. Things change. Yeah. But that is the reason why I was not rushed to believe that this, might not be some scandal shit. You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, well, why when he, why not just pay her off if that was the case? Because it might look better to dismantle all of it, to go in on all of it. The lawyer, to dismantle all of it, to apply as much damage as you possibly can to keep anybody else from thinking about coming forward. It's hard to prove assaults from years ago. That's another thing. But outside of that, I didn't want this to be true. I want everybody to be clear. I did not want this to be true. But what I find annoying is the way y'all respond to me never being 100% on something that I can't be too sure of, because there is also other factors. You can say what you want to, Foxy Brown. At this point, I need y'all to understand that Foxy Brown is male identified. These are her people, whether they took care of her after the fact or not, and she's always going to speak up on their behalf. So don't trust nothing that Foxy is telling y'all right now, talking about she wasn't that young, they didn't have a relationship. What was going on with Aaliyah then? How old was Beyonce again? 19? 19? Do y'all remember other people that got together at 19 and 30 or close to 30? Girl, Rashida, Kirk, anybody? So I'm just saying, there are other things that could make you feel like somebody might be abusive, controlling, a predator, not a good guy, an asshole. There are other factors. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't watch any of this shit. I was just saying, I don't know yet. I gotta, I'm just saying. That's what I was saying. I don't know. And when there's smoke, there's fire. That's how I felt. I don't understand why y'all get so upset when I want to take my time assessing and why diaring the situation. So let's hear what she said.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made y'all saw them pictures of them together? I feel like that was Jay-Z's Dennis the Menace days.
You want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball.
What?
The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
Oh, Diddy?
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JC comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas.
Okay, so that was the first part. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Because I know it's been so much with this specific story. That didn't sound like she was recounting anything in that message in that part. That did not sound like a recounting. Um, child, not a recounting. She was recounting. She was saying what happened, but it didn't sound like she was taking back what she said. And I thought I read something that said she took it back. And that's what I'm looking for right now, y'all. But either way, like I said, I don't want this to be true, but I have watched too many episodes of Scandal just to believe something, because and also I've read too many fucking books about how, people be lying and the media be helping them lie. So yeah, it can sometimes, depending on who the media is and who can be paid. So that's another reason why, like, did we always know these things didn't line up, or did they only present themselves as things that didn't line up once Jay-Z decided he wanted to apply pressure? You see what I'm saying? So I'm very happy to believe that he did not do that to a 13-year-old. I really am. I absolutely am. And sometimes it does seem as if, like, how did this demographic of young woman find Jay-Z and Diddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a precarious situation. But I also feel like that doesn't mean anything because, believe it or not, y'all favorite, R. Kelly, like, he was out there getting it with the Caucasian girls. That very much getting it with the Caucasian girls. Okay. So wait, so she was standing by her claims. I'm about to say, when did she when did y'all report that she reneged on everything she said? I'm trying to find that. Cause I don't see it. Let's see. 50, man, the bitch lying. Oh, right. That's how you handle that situation. Sometimes I feel like none of these men are mature because I think it's weird the way they handle things as grown ass men. Like, I get it, like, but the way y'all talk and the way y'all handle things just shows a lack of maturity. Like, I'm just saying, like, ugh. Y'all may not want to admit that shit, but that's that was a real immature way of handling that situation. 50, aren't you doing a documentary on Diddy right now? Like, it's a lack of integrity across the board as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I don't see any stories that says this was a complete lie. Anyway, Jay-Z's lawyer made it a clear effort to distance his client from Diddy, and they continue to fight back against Tony Busby and the anonymous accuser he's representing. According to NBC, Alex Spiro spoke to the relationship between Jay-Z and Diddy, stating that there's no type of friendship between the two anymore. He also voiced the case needs to be dismissed. There is no friendship or long time bond here just because they knew each other. Oh God, y'all ain't about to cap in my face like that. You're not about to cap in my face like that. And I do understand people having business relationships that doesn't make them friends. I'm sorry. On some level, I feel like you and this nigga was absolutely what somebody would consider comrades, if you will. In this business, you can't trust anybody. So that's definitely still a fact. And I think Jay-Z and Diddy both know that you can never really trust anybody. It's all about how much leverage they have on you, what they know about you. But yeah, I'm definitely okay. Hold up, let's see. So the Busby law firm has filed a lawsuit against Rock Nation attorney Marcy Croft and the law firm Quinn Emanuel, accusing them of breaking Texas laws, including barratry, illegal, I think that's how you pronounce that, illegal solicitation of clients, and impersonating public officials. According to the lawsuit, agents working for the defendants allegedly pretended to represent the state of Texas and offer former clients of the Busby law firm up to $10,000 to sue the firm. This scheme, reportedly caught on tape, is said to have happened more than 24 times and resulted in 2 frivolous lawsuits against Busby's firm. The lawsuit claims this effort is part of a larger conspiracy to stop the Busby law firm from pursuing cases related to ongoing litigation involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs in New York. The firm alleges that Rock Nation is financing this illegal activity, with Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel playing key roles in the plan. Tony Busby, the firm's founder, stated on Instagram, "We will not be bullied or intimidated," and confirmed the misconduct has been reported to authorities for prosecution. The lawsuit aims to hold all involved accountable for their allegations. Wow. I mean, for alleged action. So the shit is getting dirtier.